Theft is a looming danger in the area around the University of Cincinnati. Many students think they never can fall victim to the theft, but when they themselves are robbed, it becomes a sobering reality.
Finding out we'd been robbed, you just feel violated. Like this house that we've lived in for 2 years by then, getting all these emails from different parts of campus and everything, and you think, oh, that never could happen to us. And then it did. And like you just don't want to sleep.
Jamie McGinnis and Thomas Braun came home one day last August to find some of their belongings missing.
Basically what happened was after my roommate and I came back from a day at Kings Island, we realized that the house had been broken into by walking into my room and seeing that the closet door had been open. It was obviously not open when we left, and is usually never open as I use it as storage. And after realizing that neither one of us had opened it, we started noticing things were missing around the room, like laptops, money that had been sitting out, cords, basically anything that seemed valuable, plus our book bags. So we put two and two together, and I went through the rest of the house, made sure that they weren't still here, and called Jamie to let him know what was going on.
So basically how they climbed up was jumping up on top of the air conditioner, putting a foot here, and then you'd have arm holds up on the brick until you got up to the actual porch, and then pulling themselves up from the railing up top, and then coming down would be an easy 6-foot drop on top of the air conditioning back, which is why each one of these units is all smashed down from where they landed.
I was more angry about the irreplaceable things that they took. In my backpack, I'd been living out of it the entire summer. I had class, I was working, and I would go to class, or I would have other meetings I would have to go to. And they took my notes for the entire summer from the class I was taking. I had an exam that next week. They took my drum major whistles, which had absolutely no apparent value to them, but they were sentimental to me. I had probably close to 30 some crochet hooks in my backpack that I'd gotten from my grandma when she passed away, and I'll never see them again. Sketchbook I'd had since I started college, and yeah, the laptop and whatever else they decided to take. So,
And then same for me, like all the pictures I had on my laptop, all the things that, basically the memories that were saved on all the storage devices. I mean, they took our other roommate's external hard drive, so everything he had on there, all of our laptops, all of the homework and all the past information that we had saved on all the different stuff. Just the things that didn't really have monetary value, but are still highly valuable on a personal level.
mm-hmm.
Theft is the most commonly reported crime in the Clifton and University Heights neighborhood, the area where most UC students live. From March 15th to April 14th, the Cincinnati Police Department recorded 222 robberies, burglaries, and other theft-related crimes in the UC district. The Cincinnati Police Department divides the city into 6 patrol areas, the Central Business District and Districts 1 through 5. Each district has dedicated officers and captains who report to the Chief of Police, Jeffrey Blackwell. The majority of UC students, as well as its east and west campuses, are included in District 5, which is comprised of Clifton Heights and several other neighborhoods. Captain Bridget Bardois oversees the 129 sworn officers who patrol this district. According to Officer Doug Barge of the University of Cincinnati Police Department's Crime Prevention Unit, the Cincinnati Police collaborate with the university's police department to patrol around campus and protect UC students.
We work really well with districts 4 and 5 of the city, that surrounds UC, and we work with them every day around the clock, 24/7. We share our radio in a sense where we can switch to their channels, they can switch to our channels. So if we're involved in something off campus, all we got to do is switch and to one of their channels, and one of their units will come here. Same with if we have an issue. It's a joint jurisdiction, it's a mutual aid agreement that we have with the city. So when we're out in the city, it's just a mutual aid that kind of covers us from handling anything off campus.
The UC PD protects UC students in the campus area and patrols on foot, segways, bicycles, as well as the police vehicles. Students can also call Night Ride or use the LiveSafe mobile app available in the App Store for additional protection by the UCPD.
Our department's really gone through a big, huge change over the last year. We've pretty much doubled the size of our full-time police officers. I think we currently have 71 or 72 full-time certified police officers. And we're going to continue to grow a little bit more. We're hoping to get up to maybe 80 or 90 full-time police officers. On any given day, on day shift, we probably have 7 or 8. Seconds and thirds is probably 8 or 9, up to 10. We try to really fill those up with more officers, just because it's a lot more busier off campus. So there's more officers on second and third shift. The beginning of the school year is huge. Christmas, spring break, and right after winter, when weather starts to change and it's getting warmer, people are outside, and that's where they kind of target our students. So those are the times. End of the school year, when you're packing up to go home for the summer, it's huge. It's not that bad during the summer. We do have students here taking, summer semester, whatever. Theft, I would say, is probably the #1 crime still, even through the summer. I mean, it's our #1 crime throughout the school year, and it continues to be in the summer.
Officer Barge offered advice to help students deter theft from their person, their home, or their vehicles.
A lot of it's just common sense, and a lot of it's just being smart out there, being aware of your surroundings. There's a certain time to go Krogering, and 3 o'clock in the morning just isn't the best time to do that. If you're in the labs, protect your belongings. If you're walking to and from like these 24-hour computer labs, go with friends, study with friends. Let your friends know that, hey, I'm going to be heading back to my dorm now, so she kind of knows, or he kind of knows, you should be here within the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And that's a lot with that safety app, what they're doing, the LiveSafe app. If you're parking your car, irregardless of where you're parking, secure everything in your trunk out of plain view. That's huge. Because what they're going to do is when they come into our parking garages here, for example, on campus, they might break into 10 cars right in a row. They're just going to smash and grab it. It only takes a second to smash a window, even so much as for some change that's left in the console. They'll just smash it, grab it, and they're gone. But, they'll hit a bunch of them. But, we've seen them where there's, 2 or 3 cars in a row, 1 or 2 cars are not bothered, and then another set of cars. And why? Because there's nothing that they see in there. They don't want to waste the time, if they can't see something. So protect your property. And it's the same with, with your residence halls. It's the same if you're living off campus in housing or apartments. Secure your doors, keep the porch light on, keep things well lit. Light's a huge deterrent. So a lot of these things are just being smart.
This has been Sam Hoelscher and A.J. Kmetz reporting from Cincinnati, Ohio.